Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another guide for GTA Online. So in this video, I am going to be showing you guys how to get into a public solo session and how to make money as a CEO. And this is more for the solo player as myself. So what is this good for? Well, this is good for doing the CEO or VIP missions, as well as the MC missions, as well as for any other mission that requires you to transport expensive cargo or a big lot of cargo that will value quite a lot. So this will keep the people that want to troll you out of the way whilst you carry on with that mission. So if you find yourself enjoying this video and you find the information in this video useful, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. There are also versions for this for the console. However, I don't currently own a console because I've sold them as I haven't used them in quite a long time, and by that I mean several years. So this will just cover the PC version. So as you can see here, I have brought up what players are currently in the lobby, and as you can see, it is clearly a full lobby with 30 players. And there is no way in hell I am going to do any of those missions because there will definitely be someone there to troll. So what I have done, I have alt-tabbed out of the game, opened up Task Manager. And in the Task Manager, you will want to go to Performance. Down at the bottom, you will see Open Resource Monitor. So go ahead and click on that, which will open up a screen that looks like this, or a window that looks like this. You will want to find GTA5.exe and click on Suspend Process. You will want to suspend the process for anywhere in between 10 to 15 seconds. For me, it is somewhere around 10 seconds. However, it may vary depending on your internet speed and connection. Once 10 seconds has passed, you will want to resume process and then go back into GTA 5. So, as you can see, everybody in the lobby has left, and I will show you in a second that I am by myself in a public solo lobby. Now, with this being said and done, I can go on and do all of my daily missions that do make me all that wonderful money. So that means I can do the CEO missions, I can do the VIP missions, I can do the MC jobs, and sell all the valuable cargo at my own convenience. Very, very important note here, this is still an open public session, so that means other players will join this lobby at some point during your gameplay. Also, you will want to do this, or I find that this actually works best at the late hours of the day, so I'm talking about night here. And I normally tend to do these sort of jobs at, say, starting from 10 PM my local time to anywhere in between 3 to 4 in the morning. As with those times, most kids will be going to bed because they have school, and most people will be going to bed because they have a job. So that leaves very few people to troll you. Also, I do recommend investing in an armored vehicle, such as the Duke of Death or the Armored Kuruma. I personally prefer the Duke of Death, and if you do get the Duke of Death, I do personally recommend investing in all of the armor upgrades that you have available. I have had people shoot rockets at me.
Don't say anything.
Guided missiles, grenades, sticky bombs, and with the armor upgrades, this thing can take quite a beating. So whilst you are in it, I think it takes up to 9 homing rockets to blow up the car, and I think up to 5 sticky bombs and RPGs to blow up the car. If you're not in it, it will only take 3 sticky bombs and 3 RPGs to blow up the car, and I think somewhere around 5 homing missiles to blow up the car. So do bear that in mind. The next thing I advise that you folks invest in is one of these wonderful things, and that is the buzzard. It is quite cheap, so it's somewhere at 1.7 million, which puts it definitely on the cheaper end of killing devices. It is a fairly fast helicopter with a lot of killing power, so it does have machine guns, it has normal missiles as well as homing missiles. So this will help you out a lot, and as you saw before, you can spawn it anywhere via the interaction menu and via your CEO options, as this is registered and classed as a CEO vehicle. So this will definitely help you out with the VIP missions. It can help you out with some of the CEO missions, and why not even with some of the MC missions. Also, you can use it for trolling. Do bear in mind though that it is quite weak on the armor side of things, so it doesn't take a lot of bullets to take this thing down. Once smoke starts coming out, it will want to pretty much crash. So do bear that in mind if you do purchase this. But however, this is a very good investment. I do make a lot of use of this wonderful gadget. You can also use this helicopter to do the VIP missions such as Sightseer, as well as Headhunter, as well as Hostile Takeover. So to show you guys, I have already started the Headhunter mission, which does award somewhere around $23,000 to $25,000, and as you can see, the homing missiles do the trick. You don't even have to get too close, so you do want to stay away from your targets during the Headhunter mission, so you do want to keep at a distance, as it does, or the NPCs do have NPC guards that obviously will shoot at you, and as I said before, this doesn't take a lot of bullets to take down, and because this is a fairly fast helicopter, it does fly at a very fast speed. While I'm here, I do also want to touch up on how to get yourself into a public solo session, and as I said before, you do want to do this at the hours of say 11 PM to 4 in the morning, as that is the best times to do that. However, there are several days that you will want to do this on, and several days you'll want to avoid. So you'll basically want to avoid the Fridays and Saturdays, because there's obviously no work or school on Friday night or Saturday morning and Sunday morning, which increases the chances of having a grief for joining your session. Another good VIP mission to do is Hostile Takeover. As I mentioned in a previous video, I do prefer the Los Santos International Airport, as this is the easiest, and with the buzzard, this does make it that much more easier. You can also use an armored vehicle, that does make it a walk in the park. For this particular example, I'm going to be using the buzzard. The moment my homing missiles lock on, I am just going to shoot away. That gives me plenty of time. I've already obviously got myself a 4-star wanted level. If you get the plane, blow it up in the hangar and just creep your way into the hangar. Land if you can. If not, try and do it with the helicopter. It is easier. Just be careful. Once you picked up the briefcase, as you can see, you don't have to get out. Turn around and fly to your destination, and that's that simple. Easy money. And the third and final mission as a VIP that you will want to do for good money is Sightseer. That involves that you have to find 3 briefcases. Before each briefcase, you will have to play a mini game to unlock the location of the briefcase. And by having the buzzard, this is just something really easily done. I am not going to cover the CEO missions, and I'm going to do the warehouse, because that is the one I enjoy doing the most. Once you have become a CEO, you will want to buy yourself a warehouse and a garage, but I personally recommend the warehouse. Now, don't go for the small ones. I do recommend the medium and large warehouses. The larger ones, of course, will be more expensive, and if you don't have money, just go for a medium warehouse. I have chosen one close to my office location just for convenience purposes. And once you've got yourself a warehouse, you will want to click on the warehouse icon and buy obviously drugs and money and counterfeit and stuff, you can go with the 2,000 option. That will net you in the biggest profit, as you'll be buying your cargo cheaper. Alternatively, you can go for the 18,000 if you want to do it quicker. Now, there are a couple of things I want to touch up on here. If you choose to buy one crate, that just means you will have to do one crate. So obviously the maximum you can buy is 3 crates, and as some missions do require multiple journeys, it just means you will do one journey for that one crate. If you do go for the 3 crates, it means you will fill up your warehouse a lot quicker, obviously a bit more expensive, and on occasion you may have to do 3 separate journeys. However, if you do have 2 separate players helping you out, it can be done in a single journey as a group. The same thing applies to the 2 crates. You may end up having to do 2 separate journeys. Again, it will help if you have people helping you out. The other thing that is absolutely super very ultra important, remember guys, that if you use explosive, you can blow up your cargo. So very, very, very important here. As you can see in this particular journey, this was initially a public solo session. However, a player has joined the session and has decided to try and troll me. Now, if you find yourself in this particular situation, do your very best to try and take your cargo to the warehouse. And after that, you do have 2 options. One is to obviously play with the troll and fight back if you feel like it. If not, just do what I showed you at the beginning of this video to find yourself in another open public solo session. Once you have delivered your cargo to your warehouse, you have 1 or 2 options. Obviously, if the guy is trying to grief you, you can play his game and try and grief him back. If you think you're not going to manage, or you want to just focus on money, just go into another solo session. That simple. Also, once you have stocked up your warehouse, I believe a medium warehouse will net you somewhere just over $700,000, and a large warehouse will get you just over $2 million. Obviously, there will be the investment in the crates that you will have to take out. However you slice and dice it, though, it is still a good way of making money. Obviously quite grindy, and this is why you would never ever want to do this in a full session. I don't think that the people who stop you get all that much money. However, if you do lose your cargo, you will lose a lot of money. More so with the fact that, as far as I know, you have to deliver the entirety of your cargo when you sell it in order to get the profit, or at least that is what I think happens. I'm not actually lost any cargo, so I don't quite know, but from what I have heard and read in several locations, that is what will happen. So you do want to be quite careful in terms of when you deliver your cargo. You will want to be in a solo session, in a public solo session, of course. Now, my personal advice is that you sell your cargo out of your warehouses once you have stocked up fully, as you will get a big hefty chunk of money. And with this method, it is quite easy to do, so you don't have to do multiple trips or multiple sales. And the exact same thing applies to the MC business. Just wait for your stock to fill up and then just sell it in one go for a big chunk of money. That is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel, especially if you want to see more guides like this for GTA Online. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Until next time, stay safe, folks.